Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ruth, and as you know, we are humans and we have wants and needs, and our wants and needs are endless. We always want something, we always need something, and in most cases, most probably our resources, and in this case I'm talking about money, it's limited. Okay, so if you're here and you are to learn how to live a happy life with unlimited resources and unlimited wants and needs using the limited resources or money, then you're in the right place. So welcome and enjoy the ride. So today in this video I'm going to teach you 6 hacks on how to live a happy life using this small money or resources to get everything that you want. And I'm not saying that it's going to be easy. It's never easy with anything. If you want to achieve something good in this life, it is never easy. You have to work for it, so that at the end of it all, you may learn how to appreciate it and appreciate the people that have what you have, or respect the people that do not have what you have. That is very important. So the first hack that I'm going to teach you today is acceptance. Acceptance is very important as a human to understand that in most cases you learn about acceptance in different books, maybe people, maybe TVs, radio, but acceptance has different definition, and maybe for all the definition are correct, but it is very important to understand it, to understand the details of it, and especially when you're dealing with finances. Okay, so our life is all about acceptance. And when you learn about acceptance, you learn about patience. You learn how to wait for something. That is very good. At times when in life you may feel the urge, like you want to compete with other people, many young people nowadays, they we spend most of our time on social media, and we see these things. You see perfect life of people, you see your engagement flourishing in different sectors of life, and you feel like, what am I doing with my life? Maybe you're stuck at home, maybe you're stuck at your business that is not even moving, you're stuck at a job where they're paying you poorly, and it is most of the time people go under depression because of what they see and on social media and what they hear. It is very bad, but what can we do about it? It is there, and sometimes it is good, but you have to learn how to use it. So when you learn about acceptance, it doesn't mean that you let other people other people's life on social media most probably push you into doing things that you don't want to do with your life, or you let your situation treat you badly. It just means that if you go through a situation, you go through maybe a mistake, you learn from it and you move on. So if you go through something today, it is okay to nag about it, you can cry about it, you can maybe talk about it, but the next day you just have to wipe your tears and get the strength to get out of the door and look for something to do. Or if you're doing something, you have to continue doing it. And sometimes when you are somewhere, maybe you're hustling somewhere, and you maybe you have a task, or you have been given a task, maybe by your boss or your supervisor, and then you perform poorly at it, and then you start feeling like, what am I doing here? I'm not even good enough. What can I accomplish with my life? I'm not important. That is not true. We are all created for a purpose, and I believe in this. Everyone in this world has a purpose, and everyone is important in their own way. So you should always feel special about yourself. And when you feel that you feel down, like you are not good enough, it is okay to let those emotions affect you, but you have to find a way to get up from that situation. So, and this part is very important, and you can only go through this part if you accept yourself, accept what you are, what you can accomplish, and what you can do, maybe in a day, in a week, in a month, or in a year. Don't push yourself into doing things that you cannot accomplish. I'm not saying that you cannot accomplish. You can accomplish anything as long as you put your mind into it, but you have to do it one step at a time. You cannot get everything at a go the way you want it. You cannot do that. So it is very important to accept that one. And at some point in our life, we might feel angry, we might feel sad, we might feel guilty, and all of these negative emotions. Our thought might also contribute to this emotion. And acceptance applies the same when dealing with finances, because if you accept what you have and what you make, you will train your mind to be satisfied with what is there. You just train your mind that this is what I can afford, and this one I cannot afford. And the way economy is right now, what you need is just what to eat, a roof over your head, some clothes to wear. The other things are just I'm not saying they're unnecessary, but you can get them in due time. You can learn how to save up to get them, because they're long-term things. You don't need them right now. They're like form of entertainment. They're important, but in a way, So if you learn to accept about your financial situation, you will never compete with anybody, and you will learn to appreciate what you have, and you will learn to go in a supermarket and pick what is in your shopping list and leave the rest, what is there. You just leave it and you assume it, because you have accepted it. You go to a supermarket, you want to buy salt, you go there, you see a very nice bread, and you get carried away, something like that. But if you accept that I got out of my home to go and buy salt, you'll most probably get the salt and leave the rest out there, because it doesn't concern you at that point. If you accept and learn to do that, you most probably save more. You'll save more because you economize. That is the term I was looking for. You will always be an economizer, an economist. People will call you stingy. People will say that you don't like spending your money, but what the hell? It's you and it's not them, and it's your life, and you know what you're doing, and in the long run you are going to be better than most. And the second hack is be selfish. Yeah, I know how that sounds, but it is the truth of the matter. If you want to be successful in life, you have to learn and know where to draw a line with your money. Yeah, right now money is tight. And I believe it's everywhere. You don't just spend your money how. If someone just asks you for money, you give it to them just like that without any explanation. It is good to help out once in a while, but not all the time. You have to learn to keep boundaries. And I am also talking about family members. It is good to support your family, your siblings, your parents, and all those people. But when at times in life, you have to learn to sacrifice. It is not always that you have to help people financially. Sometimes you can help people in other ways, you know. Maybe if you for example, you have a grandmother somewhere and you used to help them financially, you know, you go there, you buy them some, you know, some groceries and things like that. But this time you decide just you go and help out to clean out the bushes, you know, take out the trash from the homes, you know. You can help people with their knowledge, skills, and your time. It's not always about money. And you know, handing out money to people is not a way of helping, you know. You get used to giving money to your loved ones, maybe your siblings. You are not training them how to grow. You have to teach them how to find their own money. You have to teach them how you go out there and look for that money, because if you keep on giving them, they will never learn. Don't let people talk you into doing something you don't want to do. Don't let people pressure you into giving them money. It doesn't matter if it is your family member, it doesn't matter if it is your friend, and you have to understand this thing: money does not know friendship. You know, we can be friends with someone, but when it comes to finances, we are not friends. We are never friends. We can talk about other issues, but when it comes to money, no. You have to understand where to draw a line and where to keep those boundaries, and they have to be very strong boundaries. And when it comes at a point where you really have to give out that money, you have to be questionable about it. You want to know, why do you need the money? Where do you need the money? How are you going to spend it? Whom are you going to spend it with? So that they will get the money after all, but the next time they'll not just come easy, because they will know that you are not very easy for that, and that in that way it will help you. It will help you in a very bigger way, that most of the time you will have some pocket change in your pockets, and you have some money left over somewhere for you to save. And that is our main goal here. You have to be strict with what you give out. It doesn't matter whom you are dealing with. It can be your mother, it can be anybody, but you have to be strict with your finances. It might sound very bad, but when you talk about the long term of this, it is going to help you, and you are going to be very thankful to yourself for doing those things, you know. And it doesn't make you a bad child or a bad mother or a bad father or a bad anything. It just makes you a better one and a responsible one. Please be selfish. We are on hack number 3, and before I go on, I'd like to remind you guys to please subscribe to my channel. Please like my videos, comment and share them, so that I can continue making you more content. And most importantly, hit that notification button below there, so that as soon as I post my the next video, my videos, you'll be the first person to know. So thank you. So as I was saying, the third hack is bargaining. Most of the people, when they go to the markets or they go to the supermarket, you cannot bargain in a supermarket. So when you go into a market, a vendor, they are selling something, and then they tell you a certain price, and in your mind you know that this price is very ridiculous. This thing cannot be sold at this price, but you just go ahead and pay for it because you think that you have the money. Maybe it's the end of the month that you think that your pocket is full. You just pay for it. That is not very smart. No, doesn't matter how much money you have in your pocket at the moment, because we are talking about that moment. It doesn't matter. It is always important. It is important to bargain. You have to learn how to bargain if you want to be a good economist, and if you want to save up money, you have to bargain. There's no other way. You have to bargain. So, you know, bargaining is just the pressure that you put on a seller. You put on a seller to come to the price, to come to your price. You know, if they're selling at a certain price and you have something that is below that, you pressure them to come to that, the price that you have in mind or you have at hand. And bargaining is not just about pressuring the seller to sell at your price, but bargaining is also very important. You know, you will make that supplier or seller to learn the pressures of the market and to learn about other competitors through you. Like I said, bargaining does not just help you buy something at a fair price or at a lower price, but it also helps to provide an external analysis of an industry and allow companies to do the following. One, I'll read these ones for you because I wrote them down and please bear with me. So it helps determine if above average are attainable in an industry. This simply means that it helps the supplier or the seller to know if a certain amount of profit can be attained from the market or not. So that one is a plus for them. And it makes them informed so that they can make strategic plans for the future and know what to sell and on what price and what not to sell at a certain price. So in a way, you're also to conclude this part, all I'm trying to say is that it is important when you go out there in the market, it's important to understand the power you have when it comes into saving your money, that you can go somewhere before buying anything. You can talk to people nicely in a way that what is called bargaining. You talk to people nicely, you understand what they want and to understand what you also want, because if we are all out there to help each other. The seller needs you and you also need the seller, so you have to come into terms, into agreement in a way that at the end of the day you'll have something that you can save up, and in the long run it can help you do something that is much better. Hack is to always stay motivated. This is useful most importantly when you want to attain long-term goals. For example, you want to build a house in the future, you want to buy a car, you want to make an investment that can help you in the future. You have to always stay motivated and know that even if you are suffering at some point in your life, you know that this one is just for a short while, and then after that you're going to have the fruits for bearing the hurtful things that you're going to go through. Because as I said earlier, if you want to attain something that is good, something that is durable, something that you have done with your own hands, you have to work for it, and working for it is not easy. You have to go through some hurdles, you have to go through some hardship. You'll go at some doors and they will be closed on your face, and you'll go to some places and you'll be rejected. Some people will just chase you away, maybe from offices, or maybe anything can happen, but this thing will happen in the process of you making your dreams come true. So it is very important to always stay focused and know that what you want, you keep it in your mind, you never forget it. Even if you go through anything, you go through something that is terrible, you just bear with it. You can cry yourself to sleep, you can do all those things, but at the end of the day you have it in your mind that I have to work for this thing because I want to achieve this something better. Going through the day, sometimes it can be tough, so it is very important to have something that is positive in your mind. It is important to always have an impact to the people around you. have a positive impact, is what I mean. So it is good to always stay motivated, find something that makes you happy, find something that makes you go on, find something that makes you want to move always. Apart from staying motivated, it is also important to visualize your ideal future. So that is the next hack. Visualizing how your life will become in the next 5 or 10 years is very important, because maybe at the moment you're going through hell, your life is terrible. Maybe you are just trying to come up, you're trying to make something out of yourself, and it can be a challenging moment. But when you have that you have the perfect idea of what your future is going to be, it is going to keep you energized, and it is going to serve as a purpose for you to move forward. And before creating your goals, you have to decide on what you want to achieve. You don't just wake up one day and decide that this is what I want to be or become in the next, or this is what I want to have in the next 5 years. You have to sit with yourself and discuss with yourself, come up with something that you know that you can achieve. Don't keep expectations that you yourself know that this one's cannot be attained, because that one will not work. It may work for someone else, but maybe it doesn't work for you. So you have to find something that is going to be fit for you, and in your mind and in your heart, but that this I can achieve. So visualizing your future is also it will help you keep up the focus. It will always give you the drive that that I am working towards something. It is not going to be easy, but it is going to give you that self motivation, self push to go forward always. It doesn't matter what you're going through, it doesn't matter what is happening currently in your life, but it's going to give you the push, and it's going to make you avoid the burnout, something negative things. So having that ideal picture of what you want to achieve, what you want to become, is very important for you, because if you have something in mind that you want to do in the future, you know that my spending is going to be this, and this is what I'm going to save. You're going to plan yourself for the long run. You're not just going to spend your money anyhow. You're not going just to spend your money just for the sake. Maybe your friends are spending. You're not going to do that, because you have something in your mind and it is keeping you focused. And in that way, you'll know that I have to sacrifice myself. I have to sacrifice my these things, so that at the end of the day I can be something, I can be better. I can be proud of myself that I have achieved something by myself. So it is good for you, because becoming an economist is not that easy. You have to sacrifice some things. Most importantly, the fun part of life, maybe you're going to enjoy it, but only on few occasions. But the most part of your life is going to be about saving and thinking about the future and planning for the future. And you may not be happy right now, but I assure you, in the next 5 or 10 or 20, you are going to be happy, and you're going to say you're going to congratulate yourself, and you're going to be very proud of yourself for what you've achieved in your life. The final hack that we're going to talk about today. So before anything, guys, I would like to remind you again to please hit the notification button below there, subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and comment, so that I can know what to do better the next time, or maybe if you have any specific requests, you can just comment on this in the comment section, that then I'll see what I can do for you guys. So thank you very much. So This is the final part of this tutorial, and the last but not the least the last part of this is that it is important to set aside money for yourself, to treat yourself. Very important. I know that the things that I've mentioned earlier might be a little bit more on the saving part and not on the fun part, but it is also important once in a while to have fun, to enjoy yourself, to take care of yourself. Everybody deserve a little fun too. That is very important because it keeps your body healthy, and you go out there, mingle with other people, you're going to meet new people. And if you want to be you want to be successful in life, it is not only about reading, going to school and doing all those sort of things. You have to meet people, you have to know people. If you someday are going to know concern those, you have to know those people. So it is good to mingle, have fun a little bit, stay up with your friends once in a while. You're not forgetting about your purpose or your goals, but it's just to keep yourself you're still human, so you cannot change that. So it is important once in a while to have a little fun. And even if you are saving up for, maybe you have long-term goals, you want to do something in the future, something that is good, big, or productive for your life, you also have to save some a little bit of money for fun, so that you don't just go throughout the year without maybe going out, hanging out with your friends, eating out with your friends, because it is also good to mingle. You can't just stay indoors and say that I'm saving up all my money because I want to be successful. No, that one does not make any sense. So it is important to know the balance. You have to balance between the being fun and being tough. Being fun and also be stingy. You can do that, and you can learn that it's a process. So thank you guys for being with me throughout this tutorial. I hope you have learned something and that you have enjoyed, and that your time here, I have not just waste your time today. And I'm very happy that I get the opportunity to talk to you about these things, and I'm very thankful for you people supporting me. Thank you so much. And I hope these hacks that I've taught you are going to help you save up more and live a happy life. Use the little that you have to satisfy all your wants, all your needs, so that accept yourself, accept that I can do something, and accept that I cannot do something. It is very important. And maybe not maybe, I'll most definitely do other videos and more. So expect more content from me, and thank you so much for being here, and catch you on the next video. Bye.